Namaste Libra, welcome to my channel. This is Lashroomamagical. Make yourself comfortable and enjoy the show is the first thing I'm going to share with you. Secondly, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for having me. Welcome to your reading. This is your overall energy check-in for the month of June. So I'm going to dive into some tarot messages that are meant to find you. And this goes for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus placements of the sign of Libra. So yeah, let's shuffle a little bit before we play some tarot. Libra, if you are new, thank you very much for stopping by and checking out the reading, checking out the video. I hope you are here to stay. Feel free to share, like, and subscribe. I would truly appreciate that for you to become a part of the community and family that we are creating in here. And if you're coming back, thank you very much for doing so. It is appreciated from the bottom of my heart because I truly enjoy doing this. And I like some energy sharing. So Libra, 4 messages for you, general ones. So let's keep in mind this is a general reading, okay? This may or may not resonate with every single one of you watching. In case this does resonate with you, okay, there is an extended version of your reading that you can get to see, because in the extended I'm going really deep and detailed into the story for you to get more beneficial information according to your situation, of course. And in case this is not your reading, yeah, I will be also taking a look into some oracle messages that you need to hear in the extended reading. And in case this is not your reading, Libra, then definitely check your other placements because your messages might be there. So, lovely Libra, let's dive into your messages. I will be clarifying those as I usually do. So let's see where your energy is flowing in the month of June. As your overall energy at the bottom of the deck, 2 of Swords. This is your energy as well as of Aquarius and Gemini. It may be that you are already stepping into this energy, right? Let's not also forget that time is fluid and we all experience time differently. So whenever you come across this reading, time is right for you. You are ready to hear it and to embrace it. So you may be already feeling this energy is okay, and roles can be also reversed. In case you may already start feeling a little bit confused, a little bit you not quite know. I feel like you actually do know in which direction you want to go, but something is confusing you. And this something usually has to, when you are living in the present, but something from the past is dragging your energy in the past. It's almost like you are reliving some past memories, maybe even through literal experience, reliving the experience, maybe just in your head, the movie in our heads. Sometimes we tend to do that, and that is something that tends to keep you stuck with the energy of the 2 of Swords. So you either will feel a little bit confused and maybe about somebody who wants to offer you their love, because underneath that is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, he's ready. He's ready. He's ready. He's mature. He knows what he has to give, what he has to offer. And, he has no fear to share that, to offer that, to give that. Maybe somebody will come to you to actually say how much they care, how much they love, how much they are passionate. And maybe that is going to be a little bit like, what the fuck? You're confusing me right now. That type of energy. Like not knowing where to go, not knowing which direction to choose. Even though, as I was saying, Libra, I feel like you actually do know where your goal is and you do know where you want to go, but it's like something is off with the Two of Swords and it feels lost. Let's jump into your messages. You start off with the Three of Wands, and this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this is that energy, should I stay or should I go? And I'm willing to go, but I'm not quite sure. Again, it's like connected with the Two of Swords. Like with this one, you have no clarity. That's why the feeling of being lost and the feeling of confusion, and maybe really it is because of that person. Maybe it's just, it has nothing to do with the person and it's just you being a little bit stuck in the past, in the movies in your head, or through some experiences with somebody with who who now in the month of June is sitting in the energy of the King of Cups. It doesn't have to mean that they were in that energy all the time. I feel like you do know that person, that is somebody from your past, because, it gets along with the energy of the Two of Swords. When it comes to the Three of Wands, it's like undecisive energy. So there is something that it's like you need to decide. Yeah, next to it is the Two of Pentacles, and this is Earth energy. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. It's like you need to bring some decision. So in order you can bring the balance that you probably wish for and pray for. But there is a need for you to decide. With the Two of Pentacles, you may be having options between multiple people, multiple relationships, multiple opinions, multiple conclusions, whatever it may be for you, apply it to your situation because it's going to be different for every single one of you. Take only what does resonate with you. We are talking about a general here. But yeah. Anyway, like you need to make some decision with the both of the messages. With this one, you're not quite sure. And with this one, you're not quite sure. And this one is like, empowering the both of them. Like, yeah, I'm not quite sure because I don't have a clarity. I don't actually know what's going on. And it's not really settling for me, Maybe something is coming your way from your past. Maybe universe is sending a test to you just to see, where you stand, how much you have healed. And talking about that, your third message for the month of June is the Eight of Swords. And this is again air energy. And this is the energy of, I actually see it now. I have the clarity that it keeps me stuck. And the only positive and optimistic thing about that is that you know that you're being stuck and that you are needing to take steps. Maybe those steps are including decisions with the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, Libra, to close a chapter and to finally move on. Something from the past is dragging you down. It's dragging your energy down. But as I was saying, with the Eight of Swords, you will get to notice what that actually is. We have the Four of Pentacles at the end of your spread. Now, this may be your energy. This may be the energy of the person of your past, somebody with whom you were dealing with. If it's their energy, they're not growing, they're not healing, and they still go from that selfish mode, willing to take more than they give, not really knowing about appreciation, about love. And, you know, this is somebody that needs to go through healing and learn some lessons. It may even be you that there is a lesson for you, which may even help you to bring a decision, or which may even bring you to that indecisive kind of energy with the Three of Wands, not knowing, should I move? Should I go into the water? Like, which direction should I swim? What should I do? This is the energy of non-mutual give and take. And you know what? This can goes in direction when you look at the Four of Pentacles energy from very spiritual perspective. It can be that you are still on the path to learn that lesson about equal give and take, and how much you actually need to think about others as well as about yourself in order to manifest and attract in your life what you desire. Because if you want to go in a certain direction, you know, and if you want to evolve, if you want to grow, you got to start from somewhere. And most of the time it is some lesson, experience, this type of energy, you know, where we need to shine the lights. And the universe is actually giving a hand and helping us out and saying like, okay, you want to go in that direction, you need to go through this first. You need to learn this in order to, I don't know, meet the love of your life, who is going to give you equal give and take. But first, you need to learn about that yourself. So you, first of all, get to attract that kind of a person. And second of all, that you don't make the same experiences like you did in the past. And the third thing would be, so you get to be happy. Let's clarify. This reading has a lot to do with your lessons from the past, with your healing. It's almost like you've not really let go of what have happened, of the hurt. And I feel like universe is really going to be testing you. Maybe this King of Cups is that person that you're trying to manifest if you are single, if you are looking, you know, for a committed relationship, whatever the case may be. Maybe this is the new person actually wanting to come in, actually being somewhere near, and you're here. And it's like, there's no way or possibility for the both of you to actually meet while you are sitting in this energy. Libra, let's dive a little bit deeper into this one. I'm very curious how I'm going to call this reading, to be honest. Three of Wands. Habits. I feel like you're afraid. I feel like you're an empath. And I feel like there is some fear living inside of you. The next message of clarification is possibilities. There is some fear living inside of you. Yeah, it's like there is a need for you to change your perspective, change your perception, to see more brighter, be more optimistic. You need to go through some habits, something that you are used to do. Maybe this is your comfort zone, because you actually have possibilities to choose the direction where you want to swim, direction where you want to go, where you want to move. So this needed to be done. Yeah. Maybe the habit of yours is like, I'm pretty bad at bringing decisions. And maybe that's why there is a need for you to look at it from a different spot. Probably in that order, it's going to be easier for you to see how many possibilities you actually have. Fear of making decisions. And you know, for air signs, that is like, yeah, that is a thing that air signs can deal with. Decisions. Two of Pentacles, the inner voice, which is intuition, and we have the Fool. This is a major arcana, 0 major arcana. This is like starting from the bottom. I feel like the decision that you are going to bring, that you need to bring in the month of June, is going to be a big change and have a big impact on your life, on your situation. And your intuition is talking to you, telling you, get the fuck out of the comfort zone, go into the unknown, do something unusual, release the habits, release the comfort zone, because only in that way you will see how many possibilities you have, whatever this may be for you. And I feel like this has to do with your manifestations. There are many possibilities and opportunities that will probably come your way, but there is something that you need to release. It has to do with fear, habit of bringing decisions. You cannot decide, and your intuition is coming through telling you, like at the bottom of that we have understanding. Right underneath that is healing. And underneath that is adventure. And underneath that is battle. A lot of you, you're still healing. You're closing a chapter of healing. You get to understand more and more things from your past. That's why the 8 of Swords is still here in your energy, even for the month of June. That's why overall energy, the 2 of Swords, because you are still on that path of healing and you are still learning. You are growing, evolving, and understanding even more and more what all of that has to do with you. Leap of faith, going into the unknown. This is Aries and Aquarian energy. It's like your intuition is pushing you to go into direction where you just don't know. You don't know. You don't know. And that's the beauty of it, they say. So yeah, Libra. Let's clarify the 8 of Swords. Isolation, adventure, intellect. The bottom of the deck. Look at this. Just look at this. This is a trap. This is a trap of the past. Don't fall into it. I mean, you're watching this. You will use your intellect to not fall into it. Come on. Adventure is awaiting. And this adventure is a whole another chapter. This adventure is actually this chapter. Chapter of unknown places, unknown faces, unknown experiences. That is the adventure. And you need to release yourself from isolation, loneliness, not being bothered. Four of Pentacles, kindness and compromise, and go with the flow at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. It's almost like go with the flow. Give your best to stay in the present and look at the lessons that you need to learn. We are traveling. And most of the cases, my people will know. I tend to say that message of travel, yes, it can literally mean traveling. But in most cases, for me, it's on that spiritual higher level of how you see it. And that is going from the inside out, journaling and traveling into oneself. And the recommendation is go with the flow. And go with the flow mean don't stress, don't worry. I know it's easy being sad, but it's also easy being done, you know. You just need to do that switch up and you're in. Message of kindness. This is about that understanding how differences can actually bring people together. Yes, this may be somebody who is in a low self-esteem, somebody who suffers, somebody who just doesn't know about appreciation and love. I feel like they never got to learn that. This may be somebody who is, you know, very egoistical, very very self-drawn without actually knowing the self, without love towards itself. But it is clarified with kindness. It's like, yeah, I see you. And it's okay, I understand it. Somehow we are connected and somehow we have a path which, you know, may have been broken and will break again, and that's fine. But you get to understand we also have compromise. This is somebody who is present in your life, somebody who is in your energy, somebody with whom you have to deal with. And yes, it may be you yourself, Libra. But for others of you, this may be just somebody, you know, with whom you are connected on some level. You know, you have some, I don't know, legal stuff to share. You may have children. You may live near each other. Somehow you are connected. And I feel like you know them. And you're willing to compromise because you get to understand that differences are totally fine. And you still have similarities though. So Libra, I'm moving all of these energies into the extended. I'm really happy and excited about it, to be honest. So I will catch you guys there. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for having me. Take good care.